Welcome to your daily dose of dopamine. This is Susan Scarlett, and that guy is Robert Cochran. And I have been thinking all
Yeah.
day about
Yeah.
something that I'd like to talk to you about.
Okay. But I have to interrupt you to say Happy Mother's Day, and then you can
Oh,
go
thank
ahead.
you.
Yeah,
Thank
you
you.
have to have that. Now you can go ahead. I needed to
Okay.
give you that.
Thank you. That's very sweet. Thank
Of
you.
course.
Um, yeah, so it's the letter F. I didn't
Okay.
tell you this, but I thought this was so cool when
This
I,
episode brought to you by the letter F.
yes, very good. That was really Sesame Street. That was really good.
Thank you.
Yeah, so when I did the neuropsychometric testing, whatever it's
Yep.
called, one of the tests was to name all the words that I could think of that started with a certain letter. She gave me F. She gave me three different letters, but one of them was F. The first one was F. And the very first thing that I said was festival. It was so fun.
Ah,
And I just thought about the fact that I'm not sure how much we've really talked about the festival
let's talk
because
about
it's a big thing. And
it. It is.
then I thought maybe we could just toss F words around.
Frankly, I think that's phenomenal. Oh, I did a PH.
Ah!
um, yeah. So this is the Yes and Exercise Festival in Texas, or as we like to call it,
F
Yes, F
it!
it. Yeah,
Yes,
that's right.
F it!
Um, so this is coming up in December. We actually have a venue. We're keeping that a little under wraps, but it's set, and they said the first weekend of December, so we can at least softly say that's happening.
Yeah,
And what
it's
is this
Monday.
Yax
What
effort?
is
What
this
is
yet?
it? What is it?
Yes, and exercise, improv. What?
Uh-huh. Well, what are we doing? I mean, why do this thing? I mean, you're the director.
Yeah, why do this thing? Because
Uh-huh.
it has actually changed my life and that of a bunch of people who I know who have Parkinson's like me, who never ever would have guessed that something like improv could improve some of the non-motor aspects of Parkinson, specifically the quality of life issues that sometimes people suffer with this disease, especially as it progresses.
Well,
And getting together with other people and learning and laughing and stimulating and
I love that. I love what you just said because, okay, a couple things, right? Getting together, which has not been happening, of course, because of COVID, um, and also prior or prior to,
phenomenal.
I loved Richard Prior. He was a very funny man. Um, before COVID, uh, isolation, major issue within Parkinson's, right? Getting together. It has all of the issues of having it, the stigmas and everything that goes with it that tends to have people, not everyone, but many people isolating, which exacerbates the symptoms. This is a way of getting together in a way that is playful, that is fun, and engages you, like you say, in a safe, kind, and discovery type of place that doesn't require any extra equipment or anything else. And the fact that we're doing this in person, this is really, I mean, we're raising the stakes on this social experiment, right? We've been doing this online, which is awesome. I mean, that's how we became friends the way we did, because you're in Austin and I'm in California. And we've got friends from around the world. But now we're actually getting together in person, and people have been aching for this. I mean, how many times since every session people say, gosh, what if this was live? What if this was live?
Yeah,
Well, we're about to find out.
we are. We're going to have play shops,
Yep.
several maybe longer play shops in the morning,
Yeah.
the chance to debrief afterwards, why we did that, what we learned, how it felt. Um, and then lunch, and then more playing afterwards. And then after that,
Well, we got the big showcase, of course, and I want to put in there too. There's going to be movement throughout this, right? That this is not. Some people think of improv as a verbally based thing, and then they get into verbal sparring. Language is. I'm not going to say it's a limited part, but it's only one part of improvisation. And we have the amazing Lauren Lewis, who's going to be there for sure. And another guest I can't mention yet because we haven't booked him, but may be doing something special with Lauren that she's never done before and he's never done before. A beautiful yes and the point is to move, right? That improv is about movement, both neurologically and physically and spiritually and emotionally. This movement we're really elevating the game. So that culminating thing you mentioned after all that is this showcase. There's going to be, we're going to put these skills on display. Now we're working on some guests. It's got to be pro players for sure. And we'll see who it is. The people who play during the day may in fact get to play with, some of those people for the big showcase. And we're going to live stream this thing. So if you can't make it, of course, we want you there first and foremost. But if you can't, you can watch it from where you are. And it's really a big celebration. I mean, that's one of our words, right?
Doesn't start with F, but it's
celebration.
I want to just sort of yes and a little bit. One part of what you said,
Yeah.
my experience as a new player of improv, is that you talked about moving, and you facilitate that with dance and stuff, but the actual experience in certain games where we physically need to get involved. So, like, what are you doing?
Right.
You have to move to get up,
right,
and move, right?
That's right.
So if I'm doing this,
hey Susan, what are you doing?
I'm making ice cream.
Mm-hmm. Hey, give me the cow. We're gonna get some milk before the cream. Hey, come on, we're gonna make a beautiful Italian ice cream.
Robert, what are you doing?
I'm building an iPhone for my friends.
Oh, yeah, got that. Yeah, wow, man. Ooh, this is kind of sticky and not what I thought it was gonna be.
Susan, what are you doing?
I'm making a pavlova for dessert.
Oh, this is for all of my friends in Pavlovia. You will taste the sweetness of all the world.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So what happens, and the reason I did that, I didn't know I was going to do that, but the reason I did it is getting physically involved does something to creativity. It like pokes it and wakes it up or something.
Right.
So I really truly didn't know I was going to do that, but
exactly, and that's the beautiful point of it is it's about, this is why we call it yes and exercise. I didn't know you were going to do that either. I recognized you were doing it and said, oh, this is what we're doing. Yes, and let's start playing.
Exactly.
You said yes to yourself, not knowing. You said, oh, this is what it sounds like. And then it demonstrated the point. And that's one of those games that, again, the physical informs the mental, the emotional, the sensory, right? And we talk about that outside in process. So that's where this truly is a workout. And this truly is medicinal in the sense of exploring your body beyond performance. It's not if we made anybody laugh. If you did, great. It's about where we engage with ourselves and each other. That's it. No end result.
Milking that cow is hilarious, dude. Didn't expect that.
Known for milking the cow. I've been doing that a couple of times. Give me them teeth. Yeah, that's really, it was beautiful. And again, you 2+ years into this, dropped into that so easily. From a freezing person in the sense of, whoa, I would never, to now you got an idea in your mind and you yes-anded yourself. And you knew you had a partner here who was going to play with you.
Yes. I wanted to help whoever's listening to understand what I've learned, that there's something about moving that facilitates your brain waking up. And to have Lauren Lewis and to have these, I mean, anybody who's been to a Davis Finney event or, any Parkinson's related event knows that every 20 to 30 minutes, they're going to have us up on our feet and we're going to be boxing, we're going to be doing something because we need to keep moving.
Well, and like you said, imagine attaching the mental to the physical and the laughter to that, and a connection of a person, and taking nothing away from boxing, Tai Chi, dance. They're all wonderful. Moving for the sake of moving is wonderful. And a lot of times they add music or they add gamification, which is great. I think we're upping that. I think we're not better than, I'm just saying we're exploring a different angle. This is movement based. And it really, we're scratching the surface on what I believe is revolutionary. And I'm so proud because, again, we're presenting this at a time, and I've got to stop hedging, that I will have just graduated. So, literally birthing this thing into the world. It's already yes and exercise. Here we are as in 501c3. And at that time, I will, have cap and gown purchased and be ready to be walking in about a week or two, from then. So this has been a hell of a journey, and I look forward to
Yeah.
sharing all of it. So thank you for bringing it up. Yes and Exercise Festival in Texas. Save the date. That first Saturday in December is what we're going to say. Save the date, and we'll keep giving you more information.
At yesandexercise.com.
Beautiful. See you next time.